Okay guys, I just ran outside, so I didn't pull, oh, I think it's might be alive there. I didn't pull up on my, we're gonna do acorns, and I didn't pull up on my iPad acorns, but you see I had drawn some acorns here. We just did a poppy video, and I mentioned we'll do another quick one and we'll do some acorns. So I ran out and got some. Acorns are the seeds from an oak tree, and you've all seen the acorns in my yard, and they get into the sandbox, but they're the cutest little things. And I, just like the poppy pods, I have a lot of fun painting acorns. And so I'm gonna just grab, sorry guys, these real life specimens are bringing in real life dirt. And I don't want it on our paper right now, but I wanted to show you. I also, when I went to get the acorns, I found all these other really cool, these are the maple seed pods. We call them helicopters from the trees. And then this is from our sycamore tree. We call these itchy bombs. And they're just there to entice us, because let's do another one on those. But the poppy video that I just did, and I like them to be short, and I try to make them quick because I know that's easier to watch. But you know how much Grandma loves to do art, and when she does art, time passes so quickly. Well, I wanted the poppy one to be 10 minutes, and it ended up being 20 minutes. And I tried to do it super fast. So we're only gonna do acorns right now, and I hope that they will be a quick video. These are quite old. When they're more fresh, like if it had been in the fall, then they would have the color would be a little bit different, and they might even be attached, like these guys were attached, but they're so fun to draw. So let's just go ahead, and they have these little caps, and I always just kind of give them a little bit of an angle and add a little twig on the top. And then the acorns also come in all different sizes. This is just a little one, so it's a little circle just right under the hat. This one's longer, and so I'm just gonna, because I made this hat larger, I'm gonna make this just a little bit longer. And then at the base of acorns, sometimes there's a little knobby thing there. So look how easy and fast that was. But when we paint them, they're so fun to paint also, because they're just charming. Do you see the texture on the little hats? And to me, it's almost like they're little diamonds. And so I like to add that texture with my pen. Sometimes I did not on this one yet, or maybe won't even, but let's just add that on there. And the other thing that's so cute, they can be single like this, or let's just do a smaller group, and let's just make them attached right there. So we're drawing the little hat now, and then let's make these little guys, little acorns. Let's do this one even a little bit littler. There we go. And they'll come like that. I believe I've seen acorns in a threesome, so let's do, well, even just for art purposes, let's just draw these little hats. We talked about the poppy pods and how absolutely charming they are as a piece of art just on their own. I believe acorns are like that also. They can just be so charming, just so simple. So that one's just the hat without the little seed inside, or the corn. We were gonna do 3. Let's do 1, a little stem. Let's do another one, and a little stem. And let's make a 3rd little acorn there. The way that it's drawn, we won't see the 3rd one as much, but it's kind of a nice little different arrangement there. Okay, we've got the 3. Let's quickly add a little bit of paint to these, and we will have had a lot of fun on the most simple of items. But I think such a charming. I did spray my paints. They've already kind of dried up, so I'm gonna give them a quick spray here so we can grab paint quick. I like to leave in my work sometimes, I like to leave highlights, which are places where there aren't paint. The acorn is a lovely place to be able to leave a highlight because acorns are not flat, and sometimes the highlight even helps in adding the third dimension, you know, making it so it's three-dimensional, meaning it's not just flat, it's round. We can come back in and add different color to that in a minute, but let's add a little color to all our little acorns here. And then we can just quickly add to the caps. Now the caps, I like to start with something light. I'm gonna go actually with this yellow and start bringing in that color. Now I could have flopped it. I could have done kind of a yellower acorn and then made the tops a little darker, but this time we're doing the tops a little lighter. And then inside this little cap, if we turned it this way, I don't know if you can see that, but see how it, turn it this way, it's darker in the inside, so let's add a little dark. And rather than just bring in all browns here, let's bring in a little bit of blue to that inside of that acorn hat. Now, when the acorns have their little caps on them like this, right where the cap comes down on the acorn, it's usually a little darker. And again, it's not a flat surface. So sometimes I'll add a little dark right in there on the little acorns, and it kind of helps to create that shape. I'm going to go ahead and add some of that to these little tops. And again, I don't know if you saw, but I didn't quite bring in color on the whole thing. I'm just kind of adding a little color. Now that acorn's in the back, so it is going to be a little darker, but I'm just kind of adding, giving, oh yeah, see, there, it's even darker than I was thinking I was adding, but that's all right. I'm going to add some of the dark to the little stems. The stems tend to darken because they are, they start to dry as they've come off the tree. And actually, let's just mention right here that acorns, when they first start out, they are a greenish color. And then they start doing this brown thing. Let's add a little bit of that to this top. Gives them a nice variety. When they have their oak leaves with them, I really like to paint those fall oak leaves because they have greens in them, they have blues in them, they have browns in them, and oh man, as they all get put together there, to me it's just such a lovely, ends up being a very lovely color. Okay, that's as quick as we can be. You can see these little guys, they're tops. We did not put the texture on it. You can see we, with the pen, and you can see that we did there. So when this paint dries, we could come back in and put it on there. We could also highlight these a little bit, the whatever part of it, come back in. But as I try to finish something, the video is going to extend out and longer and longer and longer. So just a quick little fun little acorn video here with still, we can come back in and do quite a bit more, but let's go ahead and finish this. Oh, one thing we want to do, you guys can guess it, maybe Elliot can even put it in the edits here. What are we going to do right now? We're going to come back in and sign our work before we finish up. So I don't think I have to sign each little piece there. That one got a little close, my signature, so it changed the image there. if I had have thought about that, I would have put my signature out just a little bit, but that's all good. How fun is that? 2 seconds and we've got the cutest little images there. Okay, I'm going to finish up this video. Again, I hope you'll send them my direction. And we're being so quick here, we may come back and we may do the itchy bombs, and we may come back in and do these little helicopters too. Okay, love you all. Have fun painting. Bye.